This one's entitled Knock on Wood. I don't know why, but we'll find out. Here's what happened in today's press briefing in Crazy Town. Roll it, G.
Okay. Lots going on around here. We are quite confident. The labor force participation rate may mean that the unemployment rate may not accurately depict good, clean-paying infrastructure, or well-paying, I should say. Sorry, it's a Friday. But I will note one interesting and actually very troubling statistic. Per our economic team, I'm not an economist, as you all know, combined with, of course, the extension.
I'm an English
and these
major.
Are examples of why I think this is a package, or we think this is a package that is incredibly appealing to many progressives in the country, and certainly should be to all progressives in the Congress. I already talked about that, so I'll skip that over that. We are certainly hopeful and confident that we will. Sure. And as the secretary also said last week, was that last week? I'm not sure. I don't know. It may have been this week.
Whatever.
And on infrastructure, I don't have this in front of me, but I'm sure you have lots of research assistants who can look at who has supported infrastructure in the past.
I think we would all love research assistants, by the way.
Well, some of you do. You can steal them from other outlets. It could be like a sharing of resources.
Indeed, but I did want to circle back to the top.
And on the second one, say that one more time. The president has been clear. We don't have new policy to announce. We're 6 weeks into an administration, and we rejoined the World Health Organization on the first day of the Biden administration, so that the United States could once again lead in an international forum.
Waste money.
So the president is satisfied with the way that whole report work is going ahead right now?
No, it's not. It's not. They're holding on it.
Right. So is he satisfied or not with it?
I would say he feels it's a positive sign, as I just said, because they're not releasing a report where we expressed concerns about the origin of the data, the lack of transparency, and that we felt it would send a negative message about, not a negative message, I should say, kind of the inaccurate message about the origins of the pandemic.
Is he confident that that's going to be the
We'll look at the data in the report. We have long said we'd like to see the underlying data, but again, we feel the hold on releasing the interim report we were gratified by that step that was taken.
As of March 1st, the Congress has not invited the president to deliver the State of the Union address, meaning he has so far gone the longest of any president in his first year without confirming a date for the State of the Union.
I think he was
with
right.
the exception of President Nixon in 1969.
A little bit of history, I like it.
Do we expect an announcement soon on that, or
we'll see.
is he going to operate with back channels to Ankara?
I'm not familiar with this individual or this engagement, but certainly the president has many global leaders, world leaders. He still needs to call, and he will venture to do that in the coming weeks and months.
Call President Erdogan?
I'm sure at some point. About the use or the attempted use of vaccines as a means of diplomacy by Russia and China. We, of course, support. We put a readout of the call out. I'd have to talk to our national security team and see if that's something. If it was raised on the other end, we'd leave that to them. I don't think there was any intention of raising that from our end, so they may have more to speak to it from their end. Sorry. We have to take into account a number of factors, including the fact that we don't know which vaccine is most effective with children. That testing is still ongoing. We don't know the most effective as it relates to all the variants. That is still ongoing.
Oh, yeah.
So anyone should take, everyone in this country, I should say, should take whatever vaccine they have access to. And I would say that any of my colleagues at the time would say that we didn't do enough to explain to the American people what the benefits were of the rescue plan, and we didn't do enough to do it in terms that people would be talking about at their dinner tables. Vast majority of the American people support the American Rescue Plan, including Republicans. And so I think really the question is, why are Republicans in Congress who aren't supporting this package outliers in where the American public is? Go ahead, Alexandra, I was looking at you. Sorry, go ahead. Go ahead, Francesca. I would just say that the president's view is maybe not well known, but let me restate it here. I'm not aware of discussions directly with state legislators. If he had those discussions, you would likely know, I should say. But okay.
I mean, if you want to take.
We'll do two more. It's a Friday. Where our focus is on getting the package passed, and once it does, we look forward to taking some time using the president, the vice president, the first lady, the second gentleman to engage with and communicate with the American people about how the package impacts them and how it will help them get through this difficult period.
Oh my God, you sound like
We are only 41 days in. A lot more policy making, executive order doing, some executive order doing to be done.
Wow. Is there a sign language for what is the sign for that?
Lord.
Wow.
Holy moly.
There's a couple things in there. I have literally no idea what you're talking about. Did she say kids getting vaccinated, that there's still studies going on?
Yeah.
What?